bit about what happened at STK, because for me it's kind of like this event happened at STK, but what happened prior to STK?
But that's the thing that I don't think people really realize, and this is one of the reasons why I didn't feel like it should have been in the show, because people didn't understand it. They didn't see it. I think what happened is Quad is saying that she had some issues with some things I said on camera last year, like, oh, what we gonna do with Miss Quad, or, you know, my husband and I referencing both me and Quad, saying, well, you can take the girl out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the, you know, you can take the girl out the, but you can't take the hood out the girl. Those are the two statements that I said, and she took offense to those. Never mind me bringing her in, saying she wasn't a pet project, you know, making her her own person, making the women accept her, forging her into this group. Never mind any of that. Always having her back, threatening to cancel the party that I had set up for my own husband if she wasn't invited. So I think, you know, people seem to forget those things. So she that made her feel a certain way, and she said, he said, she said, or something. I don't know. I personally feel like she's fishing. She's fishing for something, or looking for a reason, or I don't know. Maybe she was paid to do it. Who knows? It's TV. We got to keep it real.
Right. Now you mentioned something that she said really hurt her, which was, you believe she's an opportunist. Do you still believe that? Or were you saying something out of anger?
No, it wasn't out of anger. And I wish it could be. I wish I could say, because, you know, I'm not angry about it. I'm not angry about it. I've moved on. I love her. I always have. I always will. And that's the thing I want people to know. I don't hate Quad, because I know where she is. I've been there, done that. You know, so I don't want to feel like she's an opportunist. What makes me feel that way is the way she's handling it now. She went to the blogs on the BravoTV.com blog. She talked about my mom, just things that as a friend, there's plenty of things I could say about her and her family. I would never do that, because that's my character. That takes away from me then. And so for me, and it was too fast. It was too fast. We've only been in this one season. If someone turns that fast, either they never liked you or they always had a motive. I just, unless you cut their tires or run over the dog, I can't see best friends being where we are now.
Right. Now, how long were you friends before the show?
I don't know, years.
Wow.
Yeah, years.
So Michelle Brown from Straight from the A said that she was at STK, and she wrote a blog about it.
She was.
Now, she mentioned in the blog that you were kind of
inebriated.
She didn't say, I don't know if she said inebriated, but she said you were more angry and kind of the one that was kind of starting the drama. So, is that true?
No, I don't think so. And I think, you know what? I'm not mad at Funky Dineva, Michelle, because they're doing their job.
Right.
And that's how I look at it. But what I can tell you is that I went to that restaurant with the best intent, with an open mind, an open heart, sober, and to talk to Quad. I sat at her table. One of her friends said something inappropriate to me, cursed me. I said something back. Quad came over to the table, and she talked to me. I mean, she talked bad to me. You know, she said I was just jealous of her. She had more fans. She was more famous than me, or just something. And what I said was, you know, that's crazy. I'm the one that made you famous. I'm the one that gave you the platform to be famous. And it kind of escalated from there. I got upset and I was not kicked out the restaurant. I was never kicked out the restaurant.
Yeah, that's what they said.
I left the restaurant, and when Quad threw my purse, I tried to go back in. They wouldn't let me back in, because she threw my purse when I got to the door. Yeah, she threw so it was really me and Quad's friend into it, and Quad came over and blamed me for it. So it did escalate, but it wasn't like there was never any licks. I was shocked when I saw Michelle said I was hitting her, or I didn't put my hands on Quad. I mean, I would not. She's always been like a little sister to me. I would never fight that girl. Like what happened to me last year with Toya was an isolated incident, and it was about my child. And I'm not making excuses for it, but it had never happened before that, and it will never happen after that. So, bloggers will blog. What can I say? And I like Michelle. But yeah, she wasn't over there when this stuff happened, and that's the thing people are not saying. They're taking, you know, everybody feels sorry for Quad. I mean, feel sorry for the underdog.
Now, how is it for you to watch like the show when you might see scenes that she's talking about you, or when you watch what's happening?
Watch What Happens Live.
Watch What Happens Live. Did
Yeah.
you see that?
Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm.
And what was your thoughts on that?
I was flabbergasted, actually, probably more so by Phaedra calling me a slut. I thought that was absurd because I've met Phaedra twice, and one of the times was because my company, Jewel and Jim, and my sister, we sponsored her baby Aiden's room. So the beautiful Prince Aiden, we done that. So I was shocked because I can't see myself talking to one of my sponsors or someone that had sponsored 10,000 plus products, you know. I couldn't see. So I was more blown away by that, honestly, because I had never met her. I've never had I'm outside of twice, never really had an in-depth conversation with her for her to call me anything. And everybody that knows me to know that that couldn't be further from my character. And I guess with Quad, I just felt like it's too much about me. I think that she should put that same amount of energy into her husband and them growing their future, or her little dogs that's peeing on the table, on the floor, you know, or getting slammed in the door. Like, she needs to focus on, and I feel like if the women or the people around her really loved her, they would tell her that. You can't give anybody that type of energy in your life. I mean, outside of God. Like, it's too much. To me, it's time to draw the line.